Good afternoon, I'm Angel, welcome to the channel. I'm very pleased since I have finished reading this book, Quipus, 1,000 Years of Noted History in the Andes and Its Digital Future, by the American researcher Manuel Medrano, who holds a degree in applied mathematics and is researching at the University of St. Andrews Anthropology Department. Published by Editorial Planeta in Lima, specifically by the collection Breve, directed by Alberto Vergara, 2 months ago, in 147 pages, this impressive book aims to inform us about the state of play regarding the study of Quipus, on everything that has been researched so far, not only in a modern professional way, but going back as early as 1533, when conquistador Hernando Pizarro described these mysterious knots and threads of ancient Peru, as you can see in this picture. Since then until the 21st century, it has been everybody but these sources themselves, the ones attempting to reveal the knowledge they keep hidden. Mr. Medrano has spent 5 years researching Quipus in different perspectives, always having in mind that only by deciphering Quipus we might access what the Andeans, not the conquistadors, aimed to say on the conquest of Peru. One of the first things to do was to identify the remaining Quipus, about 1,386, but they are certainly just a fraction of what existed. He reminds us that, contrary to what many people believe, Quipus predate the Incas. They were used by the Wari many centuries ago. In the book we can find an amazing lot of photos, diagrams, and above all, information on what other researchers have found, even if their theories are not followed any longer. Not only that, but throughout the book Mr. Medrano shows he knows perfectly what he is writing about. For instance, he knows the function of Quipus during the Inca Empire, on how useful they must have been so as to manage such an empire, based on calculations and accounting. He is fully aware of what chroniclers stated in the years of the Viceroyalty. Take Inca Garcilaso de la Vega, who claimed Quipus kept ciphers but not words, but Mr. Medrano soon found contradictory statements in Garcilaso's work, for instance. For us, the general public, it is very important to be reminded that the production and use of Quipus did not stop abruptly with the conquest in the 16th century. In fact, he gives us quite a few examples of its use throughout the colonial period and even well into the Republic, and also what remained and what changes were made. Perhaps because translating goes beyond words, but is a matter of concepts, artifacts and practices that might occur in a civilization but not necessarily in another one, we find many extracts of colonial documents which I understand as establishing a parallel between Quipus and written words. And I think that it has been the quest for so long. On the one hand, it is proof that Quipus served for keeping numbers related to quantities and amounts in an empire which took administration and statistics to levels never seen before in the Andes. On the other hand, these artifacts mainly lack a context and have not even been fully deciphered, let alone the ones which do not fit the features to be categorized as numerical Quipus and might well be storytelling ones. So, in the second part of the book, Mr. Medrano makes some imaginative, innovative proposals to achieve the deciphering of Quipus at last. 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional visualization, artificial intelligence, and global translation. He has praised the exhibitions and books that have taken place in the last few years because they bring Quipus nearer to the public. He mentions the exhibition at the National Museum of Art in Lima and the novel The Inca's Spy by Rafael Dumet, both of which I had the pleasure to see and read. A succession of Rosetta moments, as he says, will lead to achieving a goal that has been elusive for almost half a millennium. I understand he is against that vision of the Andean civilization as one which developed despite not having a writing system. The writing is there. It is a long-term process, but nowadays, by collaborating and using the many tools technology provides us with, deciphering might be possible soon. Last but not least, I highly appreciate the fact that he is showing us 2 QR codes so as to get documents on the current catalog of quipus in museums and private collections, and also the bibliography. I invite you to get this wonderful book made by an American of Mexican origin who loves our culture and is an inspiration for us Peruvians to know more about our own culture, our own history. Bye bye.